Hi guys, and happy Friday, and welcome to the Lazy Redhead. And if you don't know, I am the Lazy Redhead. I'm in a bit of a promiscuous mood today, I think. Imagine me with a moustache. Can you imagine? I think I'd have a long one, you know, like a long situation. I don't know. So yeah, this week's called Take Two. And the reason is because I wanted to redo my first week as a full-time artist, because as we all know, the first attempt went a bit awry, didn't it? Everyone was amazing about it and supportive, and I can't be grateful enough for it, but it just didn't go as how I had planned. And there's nothing to say that this one won't either, but I am going to attempt it. If it doesn't work after this, and there's some other dramas that happens, then I'll call it quits and we'll just crack on with our year. So today is Monday, and we've got a few things we need to tick off our list today. Yesterday, obviously being Sunday, I decided to rip the studio apart and like redo it again, which was really cathartic. I needed to go through a few things to get rid of stuff and to have a sort through things, being like, no, I don't need that. And that has been joyous, and it's actually inspired another video which you'll more than likely get next week, because I think it'll lead on quite nicely from this week actually. Where was I? Oh yeah, yesterday. Getting things done, tidied, having a good clean. I love that. I love doing that. I think it really like resets me when I have a good clean. And I'm trying to find my feet, you know. I haven't been given a chance to actually figure out what it is I'm doing and how I'm doing it, which is annoying a bit. It's slightly annoying, but we'll get there. Made a new go bag, which I'll go over with you in just a moment. Didn't film the doing of it because it's quite boring actually, the go bag. When I'm trying to make decisions, it's literally me kind of humming for 20 minutes like... That's what it sounds like. No one wants to see that. No one wants to hear it. So I didn't film that, but we will go over and have a look at what we got in our go bag. One job that I really did want to get done today, other than a few admin bits, which I'm not going to bore you with, is this. In here, I've got all these pots. Right, because one of the things I wanted to do this week was get at least one of these 3 canvas finished. I've got 1 big one, 2 and 3. Yeah, this big one was part of a workshop called Scaling Up or something like that. I'll link it. Great workshop, really fun. Had a breakdown during that workshop. You needed to be reminded that you are not the only one who does monumental bad things. I can't even, the words that I'm not allowed to swear. I've already been told by a couple of subscribers, right, that I shouldn't use potty mouth. I don't see it as swearing. I see it as like a vocab that I was brought up on. I was brought up on a very robust vocabulary that required swearing for all myriad of emotions. And so it's very difficult for me to do this and not potty mouth my way through it. These are pots I bought today, just to give you a, right, because I like to pre-mix my paints. I'll show you. Like this, essentially, and I like to just pre-mix all my colours. I was using these, when was I using them? Last week, wasn't I? When I just did a Create With Me video, I noticed that 3 or 4 of the pots had dried up completely because I use a mix of sand and acrylic. I just threw them out because there was no way I was getting out of the pot reusing that pot. These pots are great. They're like little sort of sauce pots, but the issue is they're quite brittle after a while because they're only really meant for like one-time use. These though are more substantial. I wasn't happy with the pink lids, but it was between this acid green and this like blue that was just no, so it's feeling pink. We have got 2 greens, 1 green. Actually, this is a beautiful green. Love this green. I've got this green that I absolutely love, but again, that's almost running out. So I wanted to get myself prepared. You know, if you watch this Scaling Up video, it's set up for success, isn't it? I'm excited about that actually. Greens, really. I think I'm feeling greens, and I want to mix more of, where is it? This stuff up, that colour, which is like my all-time favourite colour. And that's pretty much gone, that's gone. So I might actually mix 2 of those up because I do use that a lot for skies and stuff. So come with me as we mix up a load of paint. I mean, we've got loads. Look at that. Oh, lots of pots. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. I'm going to do things a little bit differently. I'm going to mix some greens on here. The best one is one that I actually learned off Sandy Hester herself, and that is yellow and black. Makes a really nice bit, but way too much black, though that is really nice. Oh yes, look at that. Look at that. Oh, delish. Okay, well, we've got to make one of them now, haven't we? Pot in hand. Now, where did we do it? Was it this one? It was this one, wasn't it? There we go. Bit of that, bit of this. And let's just do that for now. Ooh, we've got a paint monster. Mixy Moo. The only issue with these little pots, they were dead cheap, so I'm not really bothered. If you wanted to be really bougie, you could always mix them up in one of them and then transport it in there. That saves you from kind of getting these different colours like clogged up in the edges. I'm not really bothered about them. I mean, we need way more black than that. And that is a nice green, isn't it? Keep that as is then. Right, so there's that. One done, 80,000 million to go. I'm gonna do this one, which is a hooker's green. And what you do is you just neutralize it with a bit of like burnt umber or something. I've got red oxide here. Let's see what that's like. Bloop. Just for a giggle, just for a laugh. That's what it was like before, the hooker's green. And then now we're neutralizing it a little bit. Quite nice. Nice, nice. That one's really lovely. I could add these greens together, couldn't I? I don't like this one. There's something quite sickly about this one. Ugh, don't like it. So we're not wasting art materials. I'm just making a mess. This is what it's about. This is also a really, really great exercise when you're feeling a bit blue or you just want to be productive. I always feel better when I've done something productive with my time. There we go. Let's mix these two together, see what we get. Let's see what that's like. It's all right. I'm going to put a bit of yellow, fluorescent yellow in, see what that does. When I find something's flat, I try and put something quite like crazy in there. Edge it up a bit. I like things to be edgy. Don't you like an edgy green? I like edgy colours, really. It's all right. I mean, it's a bit boring, isn't it? I don't like that green. I need to do something about it. Let's put black in there. Something exciting. Yeah. More of this stuff. Edgy, be edgy, 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 be edgy. Still not edgy enough, is it? Is it just me, or am I just being a silly sausage? More of this in. Oh, now we're getting there. Now something's happening. Feel it in me waters. What's that like? Just the same, isn't it? This has got to make a difference. Come on. Don't be shy. I need a darker green as well. I'm going to get really like a chunky monkey dark green. This one though something needs to happen with this one. Otherwise I'm just going to douse a load of black in there and just... Come on edginess. Come on edginess. And again, I just feel like nothing's happening. So what I'm going to do, grab another pot, put half of it in. I'll use it as a base for another green. Right, let's try and get the most out of this, because this is ridiculous. Come on, acid green. Oh God, now she's going off on one. No one needs your attitude. Just don't know how I feel about that green. We'll keep it. I mean, it's a good mid green. I really wanted it to be like almost, you know, like sassy, like. Do you know what I mean? Okay, well that's just not gonna get any sassier, really, is it? Look how bitch basic that is. Look how basic that is, though. We'll keep it like it is and just, I don't know. This one, more black. Make this one dark. Put a bit of yellow in there. See if this yellow makes it sassy. Oh yeah, it does. Maybe it's just the pigment then. Oh, that's fine. More black. Now we're cooking with turkey. Nice. Nice, nice. That's what I'm talking about. That is my jam. My green fabulous jam. This one, let me put some of that in there. See if, I don't bloody know. I'm just making up as I go along, I'll be honest. Yeah, still dirty. Dirty enough. Love, love, love. Just making a mess. Right. Right, now what else was I going to do? Oh, I know what other green I wanted to do. Where are you? Here we go. What's this one? Yeah, this is the one. There we go. More of that. And a touch of, okay. It's quite nice yellowy green. Okay, what I'm going to do is come back because we'll do a swatch of what we've created. Cool. That took longer than I anticipated. Always does. The situation is, here is basically, just to give you an idea, here is what I've mixed. So I've mixed quite a bit, and these 5 are what I haven't reused out of the original lot, right? I don't know what I want to do with them. I'm certainly not going to waste them, but I might mix them in with another colour, see what I make in just a minute. But what we're going to do now is swatch out what we've already mixed. I'll just do this. Oh, that is so nice. Yeah. That's so beautiful. That's more of a red though, isn't it, really? These are like the purples and the plums, that kind of thing. I'm really, really loving this palette. Oh, see, I mixed a violet. Delighted that I did that. Can you even see that? You bloody well can't as well because the bloody light. Is that better? It is a bit better actually. Cool. And then we've got like a lilac colour. I'll use this to sort of lighten other colours up. I've got this red here. It's a very vibrant red, more on a magenta side. And that was because I had like a really dark, quite a bright pink. And I just threw in the brightest red I had to make that, you know, and I can mix that in with other colours. I've got 2 oranges. I use them for trees and grass. And this is just a darker version of that, just to create some contrast. Well, that one's not going to change because it's bloody lovely. The only one I'm not sold on is this one here. It's just something or nothing. Right, oh, that one's lovely as well, isn't it? I'm delighted. Those do look similar, but that's okay because I love it so much. I'm not really bothered. Right, what's this one all about then? Whoa, she is bright. But you need that, I think. Sometimes you do need a bit of a bright one. Contrast. That one's lush. Love, love, love that one. What's this one all about? Oh, love that one. Love, love, love. These 2 I'm not sold on right now, but I could change my mind. No, did I do that one? I think I did, didn't I? Yes, I did. It's there. Idiot. And then we've got this kind of beautiful, fabulous thing. It's kind of borderline yellow. Okay, so love, 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 love. I'll keep these because I think they do actually work well on the palette. I've got to remember that, you know what I mean? I've got to remember I am working with a palette, not just a colour. I've got 2 yellows here. This is more like an ochre, really kind of nice, sort of, well, it's not even an ochre actually, it's more like borderline orange in that. And then we've got this primary yellow really, isn't it? But I've found myself reaching for it a lot, and I think it makes other colours really pop. So I've kept that. Okay, so this one I kept because it is beautiful for sort of skies. Nighttime is what I'm really into at the moment. Still vibing the old nighttime feels. This works beautifully in contrast with that, so I've kept this one. I think that actually might be the same as this one here though. I don't think it is actually. Tell a lie. No, it's slightly, it's an in-between. That's fine. Keep. Love, love, love. Got a really dark one here, but this is for the nighttime feels because I'm really feeling the old night vibes at the moment. Oh yeah. Love, 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 love. This one's out of the tube. Love, love. I think that was like blue grey, and then we've got the green grey, which is my all-time amazing favorite color in the world. Love it 100%. Love one, and it's really good for skies. So that's like a peach, and I think this might be either the darker peach or the lighter peach. Oh, I think this is the darker peach. Yeah, this is the darker peach, and they're really great for kind of skies. They're really great for like moons, stars, that kind of thing. Is great when you're wanting to create a bit of contrast. I'm going to keep this as it is, and the reason I'm going to is because I think this is what's going to really help me understand what colours I've got on my tray. I don't usually do that. I've now got to start on the big commission. I need to knuckle down and really understand what I've got going on my palette. Hi guys, back from the shops. It is still, what day is it today? Tuesday, still Tuesday, and it is 3:15. So yesterday I realised I mixed all that bloody paint. Took me ages, by the way, ages. And I forgot to show you the final swatcheroonie because silly Sostrel, as we all know. So I just want to show you this quickly. I love it, right? I absolutely think it's beautiful, the palette. I think it's really strong. I'm going to be getting a lot of use out of this. I think what I am missing though is a variety of yellows. I think that is indeed what I'm probably missing. A few more yellows. I do need to make an order because I'm running out of paint. My station is all done. I'm going to show you these. I think I showed you them on the last workshop, didn't I? How to scale up. Because I work in sand, all my brushes get tired really quickly, really easily. So I don't invest in decent brushes because no matter how much they cost, they're no match for sand, and also the way I use them is quite brutal. These ones are brilliant. This is actually painting brush, like a cutting in brush for, does anyone have like skirting boards and things and like corners? Yeah, that's what this is for. This is a cutting in brush, and I love the shape, and it was really cheap. Love it. This is just a cheap thing. In fact, it's covered in glue. You can see like half of it is covered in glue, and that is because a while ago it fallen out, so I thought, oh, I'll just stick it back in with a load of glue. I misjudged it, put way too much glue in, and we ended up with half the brush stuck together with glue. And this is actually the one that gives me the same sort of marks as a pencil would on paper, but I can get the same marks with paint on canvas. So that is why this thing is kind of like, if I had to put anything in a safe, this brush would be it. You know, like, it's the same question, isn't it? What would you grab in the event of a fire? Now, depending on whether it's loved ones and all that, obviously I'd grab my husband and my 30 kids. There's no doubt about it, right? But if that was not the question. The question was, pick 5 favourite art supplies. think this brush would be among them. I will be updating you, website updates, all those Gucci Goo stuff. I'm really excited about these updates actually, and you'll be so bloody proud of me. You will be proud of me. So if you wait to the end of the video, I can obviously keep you up to date with that. But without further ado, I'm gonna make a cup of tea and we're gonna make a start. We're going to make a start on this. This video is gonna be bloody massive now, isn't it? Right, let's get on. Oh, also, just before I go, see what I mean? Just before we get started, I wanted to... No, I've done that. I've done that. Right, let's get started. Let's get on with some creating because we're going to be here all bloody day, aren't we? Oh. I love a brew, even though it went down the wrong way and almost died. Oh. Okay, right. What am I doing? Okay, where's my sketchbook? Let's have a look-see. We look at this one. I'm probably going to look at this sketch. That one. And I might look at this one too. And I really want to start putting the trees in. So this kind of blocky tree. I quite like that at the moment. I also think it lends itself really well to paint. One of the things I find like a bit of a struggle is translating my ideas that have been conceptualized in one medium onto another. And I think it's just because I don't do it enough. I don't, you know, it's fine. I get there in the end. It's just one of the things I'm very aware about. Plus I haven't actually finished a canvas in a while. A lot of my work has actually been on paper, and I think it's just because I love the freedom I get with paper, and the fact that it translates so well, obviously, from my sketchbook onto a big sheet of paper. I will be discussing how I use my sketchbook, certainly of late, over on my sketchbook party, which is a membership that I created on YouTube. You can join either by, I would say by pressing the join button below this video, but for some reason, a lot of people are finding that difficult. There's some technical issues. However, I do know that the link in my description box does work. If you wanted to join, just do it through there. It just saves a lot of time and hassle. I will be contacting YouTube as to why the button thing doesn't work though. Weird. I'm probably going to start on the big one. It's the most intimidating, isn't it? The other piece that I've pulled out is this piece. Oh, just so you can get it. And this one's called Summer of 23. It was like the first piece that I'd done that certainly represents this body of work. This piece was created on a scale up video, and although I like that, I feel like mentally I've moved on from that particular piece, and I just feel that this lends itself more towards where I'm going. Certainly with like the blistering heat. I mean, it's bloody boiling in here. It doesn't help that I've got the studio lights on, but even so guys, sweaty Betty. And I'm also going to choose another one. And I'm going to get this one out, which is Dreaming. They're so different in contrast to one another, but they've got those chunky trees in. I like that. Okay, so let's just go for it, shall we? Yum. I was not silly to mix you. Morning. What day is it today? Wednesday at 9:10. It takes me a while to tell the time, like a juvenile. So this morning I wanted to jump on. I've got a lot going on today. In fact, I'll tell you because it'll come out by the time it's all done. I'm surprising my husband with getting his bathroom revamped. We're going to get it done today, and then when my husband comes home from work, it's all nice and lovely. We have separate bathrooms, separate bedrooms. We don't live separate lives, we just like our own separate spaces. It's very kind of old school in a lot of ways, but also new age, because, you know, I've been hearing a lot of other couples, a lot of married couples my age or younger, embracing the fact that we need separate bedrooms. I'm sorry, but we do. Slight digression again. Don't even. Right. Anyway, back to the task at hand. That's what's happening today, but I thought I'd steal about 10 minutes this morning because, right, with this piece, I'm struggling with the trees. Now, I was looking at this and I was specifically, where are you? Oh, here we go. The bigger version of this. This is what I was looking at. Now, I really like the trees. Now, they are realistic or like borderline, but I like that, but I also liked the more kind of expressive trees, like kind of like this. I just feel I could be doing a lot more with these shapes. That one looks like a bit of a cactus. I'm like getting a blue cactus vibe. I'm not really liking it. Rather though than going in with paint and getting all frustrated waiting for it to dry, I decided to deploy the Neo 2s. Now, I might be putting Sennelier oil pastels on these bad boys, on all three of them, because I'm loving that combination of oil pastel and sand. There's something just so fabulous about it, chunkity and love, love, love. But rather than wasting quite expensive materials, certainly for that, I thought, and also it's oil based. So if I didn't like it, I'm kind of screwed, because trying to do water-based, well, you get it, right? So rather than going down that rubbish, I thought, I'm going to see if the Neo 2s work. They do! I do like swatching on the canvas like this, because I think it adds a lot of interest. I will be working sporadically on this today. I'm going to get on with my husband's bathroom. I'm so bloody excited. I can't wait to see his little face. It's not really little, he's 6'7", but little big face. I'll see you later, guys. Hi guys, I just thought I'd quickly, I'll take these off. Excuse me. I just thought I'd quickly pop on because we have a delivery. I've been waiting for this. It was meant to come yesterday, I think. Yeah, it was meant to come yesterday, but I got my dates wrong because I'm an idiot. So I'm going to show you this now. It is now, what time is it? It's 7:15. I did not get to work on the canvas sporadically, as I once promised myself and you guys. Bathroom's finished. Yeah, I'm delighted about that. It's looking really good. He was delighted. But I wanted to do this today because tomorrow is going to be like our last day to kind of wrap things up. And I'll obviously be going over some really cool tidbits for you regarding some updates and things like that. So we've got a full day tomorrow. So let's do this now on the other camera. Yeah, I'll meet you over the other side. How on earth do we open this bad boy then? Ooh. I got 1 ink. I didn't remember I got 1 or 2 inks. Wicked. Delighted. So it's only a little, look at that Bambino order. It's nearly extra soft. Ooh. Swatcheroony so we can see what they're like. I also got a replacement masking tape because I really want to just change the colour because, I don't know, just because. Obviously I went for this yellow, but I want to see if it's as good as the one I have got already, the blue one. Okay, sap green, I'll link them below. What's the colour? Is it 37? I'll just turn the bloody light on again. Here we go, is that better? Yeah, it is. We have, which one's it? 94, and that one is glasses. Cannot see that writing. Brown pink. And this one is 210, and that one's called green olive. Those are those 3 colours. Delish, delish, delish. That's all I'm going to say on the matter. What I am going to do though is put them in my top-up box. I have a box for top-ups. This is my top-up box. So top-up are graphs, still in their packaging, pastels, a ton of Neo 2s and soft pastels. This is going to be difficult, isn't it? Because I've run out of space in the top-up box. Yellow's in with them. Put them in with that. And then I'll put these oils in there because I've got some more that I need to order. So that is my top-up box. I always keep my top-up separate, and then when I need to swap them out, I can gauge. I've got all the paperwork that says, right, I need this, and that's how I do it. What ink is this? This is just red, and this is green. Brilliant. Well, that made that one easy. Nice green. Oh, that one's a really, really nice red. The idea is to use both and neutralize them into really nice green. Yep, nice, nice. That is lovely. Love, 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 love. And that's my little art haul. Good morning, everyone. Cheers. Cheers. What time is it? What day is it? Oh, it's Thursday. It's Thursday morning at a lot later than I wanted it to be. 25 past 10. Late start. I know, lazy. I am in just a moment going to show you what's in my go bag, and I'll do that on the other camera. Shall I do it on the other camera or should I do it on this? Do you know what? I'm going to do it on here. So I have done this, which is new for me. It's a bit new. It is organised in there. It doesn't look organised, but it is, I assure you. I have got a mixture of oil and wax pencils. That is a mix of, there's like 1 or 2 luminance, 2 luminance because that's all I can afford. Polychromos, Faber-Castell Polychromos, and Don't Light Fast. Now, I'm not saying they aren't cheap. One was actually gifted to me a while ago, and the Faber-Castell is the first thing I really invested in when I started this channel. I also got some water soluble. That's a mix of Inktense pencils and Derwent graphite. I don't think there's any Derwent charcoal in there at the moment. My Chunky Monkey Jumbos, not all of them, because they wouldn't fit in this pencil case, but I did take a select few. Quite excited about that. I've also got these. Now, someone mentioned it was Missy. Hi Missy, welcome back. Missy's taken some time off because she's been moving and grooving, so glad to have you back, Missy. This is the Krita colour, and they're the watercolour pencils. I will be doing a review on these. Don't expect fireworks though, so that's a bit of a spoiler alert. But yeah, so I've got them, and that's for the review that I'm going to be doing. My gouache set. I don't know if I'll open it because there'll be some newbies on here. Do you know what? I had a dream last night. Tangent incoming. I know. I had a dream last night, mental, that I was creating, and I was thinking, this is such a lovely dream, and I knew I was dreaming. But then when it turned nasty was when I went on my YouTube and I realised I'd lost pretty much all my subscribers. And that's not like a guilt fest, that's genuinely what happened last night. I was like, what's going on? And they just kept going down one by one. And it was horrendous, it was horrible. I don't know why I had that dream. I don't know what that says about my psyche or my state of mind right now. Someone out there will know, let me know in the comments. Here we go. So that's what that looks like. Pretty, pretty. Do you know what, right? One thing I always fail to really invest in is a yellow. A yellow and a red I'm missing in that one. A yellow and a red. I'll need to rectify that. And then I've got these pots, which were from almost like a Japanese lunchbox set that I just broke into pieces. And a sponge, obviously. Okay, what's in here? This is the Pentel oil pastels. These are just soft pastels. And more soft pastels. These are new soft pastels, actually. I wanted to test them out for, I know, another video. There she is. So there is that done and dusted. Now I did have my Forgot my Bible, guys. We're going to wrap up this morning because I need time to edit it, and then obviously I'll have it scheduled for you for tomorrow at 10:30. Very excited about the following updates, right? Update number 1. There is a new tab on the website. And it's called The Real McCoy. I've finally done it. I know that there's been a few subscribers that have contacted me since I started the website, certainly, which has been a few months ago now, asking when and if I was going to be selling my original art. I'm happy to say that that day has finally come, and it's now available to purchase every single original piece. Now, a lot of the work that you might find in prints, however, are not in originals because those have been converted from sketchbooks. So obviously that's going to be a bit of a nightmare. I can't believe I did it. I said that I wouldn't do it, but I've done it. It's happened. It's happening. I know. Some of the aesthetical choices that I've made were to hold the pieces up. I really quite like that idea. I'll continue to do that going forward because I really think that it's quite nice to see the size in relation. Some of the other features on the website, I have put A3, for example, and then in brackets the measurements in centimeters. The postage and packaging option will only be tracked and signed for, which is a bit of a nightmare because you don't get the option and it is expensive, and I get it. But in my mind, it's an original. So I'm sure that anyone who's wanting to invest that kind of money in an original piece of art will want tracked and signed anyway. So that is the only option for this work, and it just is what it is. Everyone involved will be utterly devastated if an original went missing in transit. Can you imagine? Can you even imagine? Nightmare. Next weekend we have a buttload of launches, and I'm not kidding. 25th of this month, 25th of August, on the Friday, the video will be the launch of the body of work that I've been working on summer of 23. Very excited about that. That will also be launched on the website to be sold as prints, as well as the original artwork. I know, can't even handle it. And the other launch, Sunday the 27th, the same weekend, there'll be another launch. That launch will be for Patreon. I know. I have been racking up videos behind the scenes to cater for Patreon because that will be the point. I'm at my maximum capacity then. I'll be running a Patreon, I'll be running YouTube, and I'll be running the sketchbook party as well as doing everything else. So that's a lot of work, but I'm really prepared to do it. I've kind of got a schedule in place that I'm going to stick to. A few changes on Patreon since the last time I discussed it with you though. There will only be one tier available, and also the videos that will be catered for Patreon will not be monthly, they'll be sort of sporadic. I probably could write at least one video a month, but then I don't want to say that because it sounds derogatory. For example, one of the videos that I've created for Patreon is like 50 odd minutes long because it talks about my entire process on this canvas here behind me. But there are other videos, like there's a series of books that I've been using in my practice, like just to flip throughs, things like that, like are only small videos that I don't think should be a monthly video. Do you see what I mean? Do you see the problem? So I kind of don't want to set myself a specific time for Patreon videos because I don't just want to maybe cater one a month. I don't really know. It's just a lot, isn't there? Thank you for joining me this week and coming with me for my Take 2 Artist Week. I'm extremely grateful. So yeah, everything's happening. Things are moving forward. I'm making progress, guys. I haven't slept, but I'm making progress. Yay! Anyway, thank you so much, and I will see you next week. Bye.